All right, can y'all hear me now? Y'all hear anything? Um, can y'all hear me on my cell phone for right now? I'm going to what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this cell phone for a second. All right, so if y'all can hear me on my cell phone, what I'll do is I'm gonna remove myself from StreamYard. Well, you know what? It's all good. Yeah, Yvette, you know what's going on. All right. If you want to maximize the guest screen without losing audio. Okay, got it. All right, so I need to do, I can do this. Can I do that? All right. All right. All right. So this is how we're going to do it for right now. I got my screen over here, my iPhone screen. So I'm going to put that right there. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And we're going to get back into it, y'all. So for everybody that's hopping in here, Darius, what's up? Hope all is well with you, man. You don't even need this training. I don't know why you in here. We're doing file notes tonight. We're doing our third and final class on file notes. All right. Let me go ahead and put this invitation link in here. Anybody who wants to participate, this is the link we're going to be using. Okay. So you can get in the studio. I can get up to 10 people in here in the studio with me. So if you want to join, if you want to practice file notes, now is the time to do it, everybody. All right. So if you were here last week, we practiced file notes. If you were here 2 weeks ago, we were practicing file notes. File notes is a skill that is like the foundation for everything else. If you can write some good file notes, you're going to have longer deployments. All right. So it'll be smart for everybody to take the time to get good at the file notes. Darius, call me. We'll be done in an hour or so, hour and a half. Call me when we get done, and we'll talk about your new gig. All right. Y'all, participation today is imperative for your success. All right. There's not a lot of places that you can learn file notes and how to write file notes properly. Okay. Last week we were going over policy, photos, and file notes. Today we're gonna be going over speed. Okay. So we want to have notes that look good, and we get them done in a fast amount of time, right? A short amount of time, my bad. Taking 15, 20 minutes to write a file note is unacceptable. Darius is an experienced adjuster. Darius, how long should you need to go from talking to an insurer on the phone to getting the file note done, getting out the claim, going to the next one? Let me know. And if there's any other experienced adjusters, I would like to know what y'all got to say too. I made some pineapple juice. This pineapple juice giving me a whole lot of energy right now. Yeah, y'all, 2 to 3 minutes tops. All right. So again, I'm letting a few people get in here first. All right. I'm gonna start taking volunteers here in a second. So again, you're gonna get the most out of this class tonight if you participate. If you do not participate, you'll be listening. All right. If Darius is a experienced adjuster and he's doing 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to be giving y'all 5 minutes per file note. Okay, that's 5 minutes. As in, we talk on the phone, we get off the phone, and you write your file note and turn it into me. Okay, I'm gonna get y'all your scenarios pulled up. Okay, get everything pulled up for y'all. Boom. Let me get y'all's forms pulled up so y'all can submit to me. Okay. Let's get all that taken care of. All right. Jennifer, what's up? How you doing? How are you? Yvette, I hope you're ready to participate. All right. Let's go ahead and get our form set up. And does anybody have any questions about anything about the format for today's call? We're going over file notes and how to write file notes properly. We got timed notes. There will be role play. So I'm gonna need people to get on the phone with me. All right. And we'll be writing file notes. All right. So that is the format for tonight. It's gonna be a bit faster paced than the last two, the last two calls we've had, but that's the nature of the business. All right. All right. So let's do, okay, perfect. Image to large shed, Inspectopedia. Let's get that pulled up. Yeah, all right, questions. Now it's time to ask before we get into this, okay? Image to large shed. Wow. Yo, Inspectopedia has so much, they have so many resources on here. All right, here we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Here we go. All right, y'all. I got our first file note scenario ready. Okay, I'm going to give you all the link now. All right. So first things first. This is the link, everybody. If you're gonna participate, this is where you're gonna sign up. This is where you're gonna write your file note. So go ahead and click on this. If you're on your computer, if you're on your cell phone, go ahead and click on this and let's get ready. All right. Next thing, I need somebody to role play with me. Darius, if you can help me out, bro. Darius, if you're still in here, bro, can you help me out and get in this StreamYard with me? Get in the studio with me. Pretty please. And if it's not Darius, somebody else. I need a volunteer. Yvette, Raz, be me. Raz, be me. Golly. Angel, any one of y'all. Robert, Cephas, any one of y'all. I need a volunteer so we can go ahead and get this first example out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what the example is too while I wait for a volunteer. Let's go have a look. So, pull up my. You in, Darius? All right. Darius, what's up, man?
Steve, what's going on, man?
Not much, bro. Just out here working like you. Working like you. So look, Darius, this is gonna be a quick one. All right. You want to be the adjuster? You want me to be? Do you want to be the adjuster? Or do you want me to be the adjuster?
I got a little echo in the back here.
Hold on. I know what to do. Bro. Darius, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Where's the echo at?
Oh, we're good now.
There's no echo?
No.
All right. So do you want to be the adjuster or do you want me to be the adjuster? All right. One of these is messed up. All right. Let me see something. What about now?
Okay, we're good now.
All right. Yeah, my computer mic was on and it was.
And what I realized mine was playing in the background too, so it could have been me.
Mm-hmm. All right. So here we are. Let's go ahead and get it pulled up. This is a burn shed. So for everybody, this is other structures coverage. All right. Can you see that, Darius?
I can.
All right. So we got a large shed. It's detached. Fire. What we're gonna do on this one, Darius, we're just trying to get pertinent information from the insured.
Okay.
All right. You and I both know what pertinent information is. Everybody, if you are going to participate in this, Darius, and can you please write a file note on this one too?
Oh, most definitely.
And you will use you as an example, file note. So everybody, like we talked about on the last 2 weeks, we're going over these file notes, and we want to know what's going on the claim right now, what needs to happen, any decisions the claim adjuster wants to make, any information the insurer gives us, like name, claim numbers, cause of loss, date of loss. All those things are important. They need to be in the file note. All right. You can always shorten the file note later, but it's hard to remember file notes if you forget that, if you don't write something down. So names and dates, coverages, approvals for anything, all those things matter. Okay. So Darius, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
I'll be the insured.
Okay.
Ring, 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 ring.
Thank you for calling Allstate. This is Darius Culpepper. How can I help you?
Hey Darius, I was giving you a call. I had a fire on my in my shed at my house. And I wanted to just it's my first time talking to you, so I just wanted to kind of get the claim process going.
Okay, understood, Ms. Story. Give me just a second to get my file notes ready here, and we'll get ready to go. When did the fire happen, by the way?
It happened on October 1st.
Okay, and that was this year. Do you know about what time?
It happened at nighttime. So I went to bed at 10, so I woke up around 1 a.m. to the fire going on.
Understood. Do we know exactly how the fire came to be?
Yeah, it was faulty wiring.
Faulty wiring, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you for that. And also, is everyone in the house okay?
Yeah, everybody was fine. It was just me at the house, and it was nobody in the shed or anything like that.
Okay. Understood. Did we have any other items? What were there any damages other than the shed? Did we have any property on the inside that was damaged also?
Yeah, I had a lot of property in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a tool shop in there. I do a lot of woodworking, and that's why it burned up so fast. Had a lot of sawdust in there, so I had about $60,000 worth of woodworking tools in there.
Okay. Understood. Okay, well, that's a lot to lose there. I hate that happened to you for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to get you good here. Also, do we know how long did it take for first off, did the fire department respond?
The fire department did respond.
It did respond. Okay. Do we know about how long did it take them to get to the site?
From the time I saw the fire and I called, they were there in about 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. So I think I have everything I need as far as like the story and information. What I would like to do next is have one of our field adjusters come out and examine the scene for you. First off, we want to make sure we have your address correct. Could you give me your address just to make sure we have it correct for inspection?
Yeah, it's 123 Main Street.
Okay. And city and state?
Houston, Texas.
Okay. And zip code?
35401.
All right. Give me just a second to input this into the system for you.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Store, before I let you go, are you familiar with the deductible?
I think I have a $1,000 deductible.
That's correct. Okay, I just want to make sure. Most people don't know that. I just want to make sure you had that correct there, so there's no surprises. Okay, so I think I have the synopsis of the information here. Data loss was 10/1/23. Looks like we have the loss location is 123 Main Street in Houston, Texas 35401. You are already informed about your $1,000 deductible. What I'll do next, I'll input this into the system here. We'll get you in the queue. We'll have a field adjuster contact you within the next 24, 48 business hours to set up a date and time that works best for you to come out, and we can examine that and see if we can afford coverage for the loss. Did you have any additional questions for me?
Yeah, just about the contents. What should we do about the contents?
What I would do as of right now, I know most of them are destroyed as a result. Just make a list of everything that you think that was in there. When the field adjuster, when the field adjuster comes out to the scene, you can hand it to him, or you can email it to me as well. We know you probably had like a lot of items in there throughout the years.
Right.
If anything else pops up, this is not like a final list that you send over. If anything new pops up, just add it onto the list, send it over to me, send it over to the field adjuster, and we can have that review for your content.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. Any other questions?
That is it.
Okay. Well, all right. I'll get this input in the system. I will forward you my information via text. But otherwise, Mr. Story, hope you have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
All right, so a couple things, everybody. You got 5 minutes. All right, Darius is gonna have this turned in pretty quickly, so I assume that y'all should be 2 minutes after him. If Darius is gonna get it done in 5 minutes or in 2 to 3 minutes. For those of y'all who are not participating, okay, I'm gonna just go over a couple things that Darius did. If y'all notice Darius's tonality, I was chill, he was chill too, but Darius was also in control. He didn't have any wasted words, okay? So this helps the entire process. It helps the file note process, but it also helps me as an insured. I'm sorry, I'm thinking in Portuguese. It helps me as an insured trust Darius and his claim handling abilities, because Darius isn't like, well, I think this is gonna happen next, and after that, no. If Darius knows the process, he's gonna walk you through that process the whole way through. Also, another thing we want to notice about this was Darius was in complete control of the call from start to finish. There was never a time where it seemed like I was going to take over the conversation. And also, the way Darius was talking, he didn't give me a lot of space to go and talk about everything else. He kept it real straightforward. All right. So he was still empathetic, but he didn't have to. He wasn't trying to appease me or anything like that. He made sure I was all right. All right, let's get back to the claim, and let's get in and get out of this thing, right? And so that's something that we want to emulate, y'all. Like, it's hard having to match people's emotions all day long. It's going to tire you out mentally and physically, and so you want to adopt. I wouldn't say a monotone voice, but like you need to adopt basically a mood that you're gonna be in for the whole day. If somebody's yelling and screaming, or if they're just being chill, you gotta be the same way throughout each claim, and it's gonna just give you a lot more control. Okay, so also a couple other things that I want to drive into everybody's head was the things that Darius asked me. He asked me about the fire department. All right, so if any of you all have been reviewing your policy, fire departments have the fire department has coverage on a lot of different policies. Am I right, Darius?
You're right.
You know, so and we pay a dollar amount because the fire departments usually charge you for going out to put a fire out. It's not just a common courtesy. They want to get paid for that, and so we usually have a limit on fire departments. As far as how much we're going to pay out on that, right? So if you're going to talk to somebody about a fire department, a fire specifically, you need to confirm in the policy that they have fire department coverage, and you need to be writing that in the file note as well. Okay. A couple other things that we that should have kind of make your ears perk up was when the insurer said, "I got $60,000 in content in the shed." All right. So when I hear something like this, what are you doing in there? Is this commercial? Are you running a shop out of there? Is this a mechanic shop? Is this a woodworking shop? Like, is this for hobbies? I wouldn't do this necessarily on the first call, but I want to know why we got that amount of tools, that dollar amount of tools in there, and what that insured is doing. Because if they're running a business with those tools, we may or may not have cover for this. Am I right, Darius?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. So you have some that this claim looks straightforward, but if you know your policy, you know where we need to go pay attention to. Right, Martin. If it's commercial, it's not covered. All right. And we don't want to accuse our insurers, so we got to just ask questions. You ain't running no business, are you? You know, you start talking like that. Whoa, hold on, what you mean? But you want to ask, and find out. That might be something like searching on the internet, searching the insurance web address, street address to see if it's tied to a business or something like that. All right. You might just do a little small research real quick. It'll take you a long way. Okay. File notes. Let me see. Check my responses. I don't have any responses just yet. It's been 5 minutes, everybody. Darius ain't turned his in yet, so I ain't gonna make y'all have y'all's turn in just yet.
Oh, I'm on my Mac Steve. I forgot. So I deleted I was highlighting it and putting it over, and I deleted it by mistake. I'm so used to Windows. I just got a Mac. So
oh yeah.
Retyping them. Give me just a second.
You good. All right, y'all. Y'all should be turning in your file notes now. And we're gonna start going over this. Y'all, it's imperative that we get these times down on your file notes, y'all, because if we got to write 20 file notes in a day or 30 file notes in a day, and we're taking, let's say, for example, 10 minutes per file note, and that's 300 minutes in a day with the file notes. 300 minutes is 5 hours, right? 5 hours with the file notes. If we can cut that down just 2 or 3 minutes, that gives us an hour. We get an hour back of our time to do other things. It's okay, Martin. We got other claims. We got other file notes to write, so don't worry. I want everybody wrapping up their file notes. Get these things wrapped up and turned in if you're going to be a person that's participating. All right.
Oh, this is right here. Uh-oh.
You good? Darius, I ain't mean to put you to work.
Oh no, you good. You good. Like I said, I'm new to the Mac world, so I was just
all right,
making sure I had this right. I just submitted mine.
I got it. So I'm gonna put it up on the screen for everybody real quick. Boom, boom, boom. That's that. All right. So let's get you pulled up. This is Darius's file note. Stephen Story insured. Oops. I hope y'all can see that. I'm on my cell phone. But anyway, reported fire due to faulty wiring used as tool shop. $60,000 in contents destroyed. Fire department did respond within 20 minutes and shed was destroyed. Resolution: set up field inspection. Confirm loss address as 123 Main Street. Confirm phone number as $1,000 deductible. Inform him to make list of contents for review. That's a good file note. I like the file note. You know, everybody has a different format. That's do y'all do resolutions on y'all's? Darius?
Say it again.
Is that you like you write yours usually with a resolution at the end?
I do. I learned that at Allstate. I'm just end up carrying it out everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. I mean, it's what I like about these file notes. And again, y'all, we can all work for especially like a long period of time for different insurance carriers. But a couple things that stick out to me that I think go over really well everywhere is there's no acronyms in this file note anywhere. There are no acronyms at all. Spoke to Stephen Story, insured. Everything's super clear. All right, we don't have to go into like why did the fire department came out, or is it $60,000 and what we do here? It was a pretty straightforward claim. Now, for those of us, let's go have a look. Here because we got some. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna go in here and check out the responses. All right, summary. There we go. All right. Let's get you back in here. Next one is right here. So we got data loss 10/1/2023, property 123 Main Street, Houston, Texas 35401. $1,000 deductibles informed to the insurer. Received call from the insured Stephen wants to start a claim for the fire on his shed. There is $60,000 in content woodworking tools. The fire department did show up to the scene within 20 minutes. Advise the insured to expect a call. Expect a call from field adjuster. Will be in touch within 24 hours to set up a time to examine what is over for their loss. Also advise the insured to make a list of the content loss to give to the field adjuster when they arrive. Darius, can you tell me what's wrong with this? I got my idea, but you let me know.
Hmm.
So I'll say what I know is not right. Now, all the information is on the in this file note. It's just out of order.
It's true.
Everything's out of order, right? And so, like, for the person that's reading this, we're gonna read it as if you had the conversation. And so, $1,000 deductible was informed to the insured. That was not the first thing y'all talked about. I talked about some other things first, right? So it's like $1,000 deductible was informed to the insured. Received call from the insured, Stephen. What? How'd you do that before you received the call, right? And so, even though everything on the file note is right, it doesn't read correctly, and so it makes it hard on the next adjuster to make a decision on what's going on.
Right.
You know, because now I gotta like read this and try to figure out what you're talking about. So y'all got time. Just format your notes. That's all you gotta do, y'all. Just format your notes a little better, and it's gonna look great. But this is a good file note as far as all the information being on there. We got some more here. 12. Let me go to comments real quick. Boom. Yeah, Angel. So Angel did that one. So Darius, what you got to say on file notes, man? In your years in the business. What? Give me. We can talk some shop real quick.
Yeah, so really, truly, I mean, because I'm kind of like out of the adjuster game official. That's part of the reason why I want to tell you about it. I kind of got a little upgrade.
Yeah.
But file notes just need to be short and sweet. I know, and I started off, as a claim service specialist. I wrote it like pretty much every word, like I was like a dictator almost. You just really need like that's the importance of like the spoke to, reason, resolution. It'll keep you in line. Like spoke to, just keep it simple. Who did you speak to? The reason. Try to keep it in order. Keep it short and sweet. Like it shouldn't take you any more than 5 minutes to document a claim. Like expert level is like 2 to 3. Like just keep it short and sweet, like you said, for the next person to come in and kind of pick up where you left off, because the claim is going to be ongoing until closure. So you definitely want to keep it as short and sweet as possible, but you want to keep it informative as well, just in case you get audited.
Yeah, and the other thing is, y'all, we don't know we don't know how long a claim is going to be when we start a claim. So like, you writing 3 paragraphs don't help nobody 6 months from now. Like, because they got 6 months of notes in there. You might have 70 file notes and you writing some super long or a super short file note. You make it hard on people, right? Especially like when it was a day when the insurer said something important and either you missed it or you didn't clarify it properly, and now everybody's because you can write a file note in a way incorrectly that people would miss for like 3 months, and now we got to go back and fix a problem from back when you touched it the first time. And I'm sure you've seen that, Darius.
Yeah, because ultimately, like, if we can't get clarification internally, we'll have to go to the insured and ask what happened. And they're like, we pay you guys premiums once a month, and you guys can't tell me what happened after we spoke to you already. So that's additional frustration that makes us look stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And the thing is like, it can make you look real dumb. Like, it ain't hard to look stupid out here. Y'all, this is Darius's file note right here. Okay, just as a comparison, this is Darius' file note, so you can see it. Darius, in your experience as an adjuster, you've been an adjuster for a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
How important are file notes to keeping a job?
Oh, it's vital. Like, like I said, like insurance companies have quality review departments. Like all they do is sit and try to find things that are wrong with the claim. If they find something like, hey, they're coming to you and they're CCing your manager to let you know, hey, this is too much, this is too little, we can't make this, make this out. Like it is vital. Like those file notes are on point and like they're simple and to the point. There's no getting away around it. If you're trying to advance to being an adjuster, um, the file notes are like fundamental. Like they're vital that you get those down.
Yeah, you want to be a trainer, you want to get into management, you want to get into upper management. You got to be good, and not just good one time. You got to be good every single time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I've talked about this before, y'all. Most of our job is effort based. It's not how smart you are. You know, it's about your effort. And I think that writing good file notes, especially when you're doing 20, 30, 40 file notes a day, and you're putting up, in a week, you might do, on a 6-day week, you might do 150 file notes. All of them have to be at this level that we're looking at with Darius. They need to be formatted correctly, not have any real grammatical errors, typos, things like that. You can't have any of that because any claim can be litigated, right? When it's litigated, we get deposed. Now we got to go explain our file notes in front of in a deposition. I would hate to have to be deposed and somebody says, "Hey, read the file note out." Spoke to insured, large shed caught fire, told insured to send me photos of the contents. Will return call after a claim has been reviewed. I would hate to be deposed and have to say something like that. You know them file notes, Derek.
Right.
They suck. They suck for everybody. The person who wrote them had a bad file note. Now I gotta have a bad experience reading your file notes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you got going on. Let's get in here. Paul, you saw that. But yeah, Darius, have you seen staff adjusters get fired or released over file notes?
All the time. All the time. Yeah. File note, I mean, like I said, file note is like vital. Like I remember I was on one deployment for CNC and Mobile. Our third day, they pulled everyone on my team into the room. It was like me and 2 others survived. Like grammatical errors, like too much on the notes, not enough on the notes, and that was like a team of like 18 people, and it was me and 2 others that made the first cut. Like it's vicious out here.
15 people cut. Golly. Yeah. I think, but I'm asking you because I want everybody else that's new or that's aspiring adjusters. I want them to understand that like it ain't just me saying this. Like wherever you're working at, it's serious what we're doing, and that's why we're doing 3 weeks of training on this, so you can get it right the first time, and you can build on these skills, right? Y'all got any questions? Everybody's watching. Y'all have any questions about this before we get into the next one? I'll be the adjuster this time. I'm writing file notes. I ain't wrote a file note in a minute. I'll be writing file notes, but I'll be writing like these little example file notes.
Right.
Yeah. So it depends like on the for me with file notes, it depends on the claim system, the claim software system.
Mm-hmm.
Some you can really get out there and space them out and like really format them and look really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Others, it's like you got it's like a tweet. You got like 140 characters and that's it.
Right. It's like Tower Hill software versus Next Gen with Allstate. Like you have all the space with Next Gen, but Tower Hill you just get this one little box. You got to make sure it all fits in. So you have to put extra effort in making it look good.
Because I work for Allstate Canada, and they're on a DOS system, and it's a blue and white screen, no mouse, all capital letters.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no formatting.
Crazy.
No formatting. It's just straight capital letters, and you mess up, you mess up.
Right.
Ain't no edit, none of that. So this it's different. So you'll learn how to write in a way that works for all your systems, because at the end of the day, y'all, like, imagine you doing 150 file notes a week. Like, that's not going to change a lot when you go to the next deployment. You're going to have your own little way that you write your file notes, right?
Mm.
So let's go ahead and get into the next set of file notes. We're going to try to get through 3 tonight. Basement flood. We're going to do a basement flood. All right, y'all. I have the next file note set up. Boom. If you're going to participate, y'all, click that link right there. Let me get a basement flooded. All right. Let me get an image. Oh yeah, this is. Which one are we gonna do? We want to do this one. This looks pretty regular. I just be going on Google and I just type in the situation, and it works. All right, Darius. I am going to be the adjuster.
Okay.
All right. And let me get this up. You got it?
I got it.
This is a flooded basement.
Okay.
I gotta figure out how I'm gonna type while we well, you see the basement, so everybody else, y'all see the basement. I'm gonna start writing my file note as soon as we get in here. Okay, so that's the basement. We got couches in here, and some boxes of clothes and stuff, and some rugs is damaged. All right. Darius, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let me just get this thing going real quick. Steven Story. Get this in here. Dang, I ain't wrote no file note. I haven't done this. I'm never the person that writes the file notes. All right. Anyway, let's get to it. Ring, ring, ring.
Hey, I was looking to speak to Mr. Story.
Hey, this is Mr. Story with Allstate. How can I help you?
Hey, my name is Darius Culpepper. I'm an insured with you guys. I was calling to report a loss.
All right. So, Mr. Culpepper, I got a few things I'm gonna confirm with you real quick. So first, what's your home address?
123 Kobe Street.
All right, and city and state.
Houston, Texas.
Awesome. And tell me about your data loss.
The date of loss happened a couple of days ago. It looks like it may have happened. Yeah, it happened on the 9th. We had some heavy rains here in the area. As a result of that, I was walking downstairs to sit in my den, and I noticed that, I had water everywhere on the floor as a result of the storm.
Is this a basement or is this the first floor?
Oh, this is the basement area.
Okay. All right. And tell me a bit more about that. Do you have any mold? Are you smelling mildew, anything like that? Have you dried it out yet? Was any contents damaged?
As of right now, I got a shop vac, so I was able to get some of the water off the floor. I mean, I'm not seeing any more, but I'm just starting to smell real weird down here. I also, I noticed that my flat screen TV was damaged as a result. Had some water damages towards my couch. There's some box of clothes that I had down here that are damaged. Yeah, it looks like the Titanic so far.
All right. Now, have you opened the windows or anything like that, or just use a shop vac?
Just use a shop vac. There's no windows in the basement.
All right. So, can that shop vac dry everything out, or do you want to send out a water mitigation team?
I did. I think I did all I could here. If you guys could send out your water mitigation team, that would be great.
All right. So look, we use ServiceNow. That's a third-party vendor. I can have them give you a call in the next 24 to 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
That works for me.
All right. Awesome. So ServiceNow is going to give you a call. Is your number 205-752-2198?
That's correct.
All right. So they're going to give you a call. Like I said, next 24 to 48 hours, to schedule a time to come out there and finish the drying process.
Okay, okay, that works.
Complete water mitigation. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna be doing, we got ServiceNow coming out
Mhm.
to complete water mitigation. I'm gonna have a field adjuster come out as well.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
I'm gonna be giving you a call again in the next 24 to 48 hours.
okay,
And also, what we're gonna do is, if you would, just take some photos of like the damaged TV, couches, anything like that
okay,
that have been damaged with the, by the water. And you can email me. All right. You can email me at steven@allstate.com.
okay, okay,
All right. And that's it for now. Okay.
okay.
So
Well,
inspection is
Steve, I have
complete.
another question for you.
What
So
else?
I work third shift, so I'm usually not here during the daytime.
Okay.
My wife is out of town as well. Would it be okay if my next door neighbor gave you guys access to come in just in case I'm not here?
What's their name?
Damon,
Damon. Last name?
Damon Bracey, Bracey.
Damon Bracy. And you're giving him uh, permission to let
Yeah,
us in?
I am. Just in case I'm not here, he's always home. He'll be able to let you in if just in case I'm not here.
And that's for service now and for our field adjuster?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, also, I need his number, by the way, so we can contact him.
Okay. His phone number is 222
Uh-huh.
222 2222.
Awesome. All right, Mr. Culpepper, I think this is all we need for right now.
Okay.
Okay. So what we'll do is we're gonna go ahead and contact you for the scheduling, and then when it's time to get out there, we'll give a call to Mr. Bracy,
Okay.
right? And
Okay.
we'll get the house inspected, and we're gonna get it dried out. All right.
All
So
right.
if you got anything that's like causing a lot of mildew, you can always throw it away. Take some pictures of it. You can throw it away.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, look, Mr. Colbert, if you have anything else, you have a good rest of your day. All right.
You too. Thank you, Mr. Store.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
How I do, Darius? It's been a minute.
You did good. For sure.
Oh man, insurance moves some water does mildew smell. All right, so just so y'all see, right? Even though me and Darius were talking the whole time, I'm actually almost done with my file note already. For those of y'all who are watching, as he was talking, I'm writing, and I talked in a way to be able to write my file note correctly from the very beginning, right? So let's go ahead and finish this up, and I'll show this to y'all. Insurance remove some water. Has someone to say he has dried part of the basement, but needs water mitigation. Water damage contents. Advise insurer to take photos and a list of damaged items. Advise ensure that water mitigation and field adjuster will be in contact in 24 to 48 hours. Oops. 24 to 48 hours. Pending water mitigation and inspection completion. All right. That is mine. That is my file note right there, everybody. Darius, what you think?
I think it's good. It tells the story from beginning to end. It has my contact information at the very beginning, which I do like. Data loss, like all the preliminary information is there. You went into the story and you gave a conclusion. I think it's good.
Awesome. So is this too long?
I think it's just too small, too long, just because the box is like, wow.
Yeah.
But I think you're good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this is pretty straightforward, y'all. But one thing I hope that y'all are noticing, as again, y'all, me and Darius, we got a lot more experience. But one thing we're doing is we're talking in a way to set up our file note. We're not going back and forth and talking about some everything. I have like a set pattern: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, And so that allows me to talk and write at the same time. I got that file note done in like 2 or 3 minutes, right, Darius?
You did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this was less than 5 minutes. And so if I'm gonna be on a phone call for 3 or 4 minutes, I gotta start writing immediately. So that gives me my 3 or 4 minutes while I'm talking to have the file note almost done. If I didn't make some typos, it'd have been done. I'd have been done with the file note when I got when I got off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So
and can I add something, Steve?
Yeah.
So like if you're working inbound, so there's a difference, inbound and outbound. Like what I did like about Steven, like he was typing the notes as we were talking. Like we have something called after call, after that call, maybe like 2 minutes. That gives you time to, make sure the notes are coming in, because once that 2 minutes are up, like you're back in the queue, you could possibly get another phone call after that and you didn't finish your note.
Yeah. And I'm glad you brought that up, because that is a part of a lot of different claim environments. And depending on the types of claims you're handling, after the call can be a point of getting you fired. Because what begins to happen is the way the system works on after call, when you go past the 2-minute mark and you're not back in the queue, your name goes red to your manager and they can see you're not in the queue again. And so when you're not in the queue, you make it harder for everybody else. Everybody else has to take your phone calls, right? Now imagine how hard it is to finish a file note while you're talking on the phone with somebody else, because you're trying to hurry and get back in the queue. So it's imperative that you really maximize your speed when you're trying to handle these claims. All right, let me go check out. Let's see what else y'all wrote in here. I don't have anybody else in here yet. All right, I got mine. Let's see. I'm gonna give y'all a little more time on this one. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a little more time. Now, me and Darius, we 2 experienced adjusters, so we're giving y'all some good templates. All right. Everybody's not gonna be angry. Everybody's gonna be yelling. We get a lot of claims, just like what me and Darius doing right now. It's gonna be a lot of that. You're gonna hear some words. You're like, all right, this is gonna be more of a technical claim. Water, fire, smoke. All those types of claims can get real technical real fast. Okay. And so again, we're doing kind of like, not first note of loss, but we're doing those initial notes right now as examples for y'all. But I know when I hear water mitigation, $10,000, $15,000, first thing I'm looking in my head. 10, 15 grand in drying out this house. Also, I know that depending on the basement, I got to find out how it flooded, because I didn't ask the question how it flooded, but we won't know until we get a field inspection. Was it a crack in the wall? Was it a sump pump that was damaged? All right, did the sump pump fail, or did it come in through? Was it really what the insurer said? Could it have been a toilet overflow or water heater overflow? Did the pipes back up? We got a lot of questions to answer.
Right.
So for those of y'all who are new, we got to be paying attention to those things. You got anything you want to add on that there?
About the basement, because like a lot of like the basements are made older, and like depending on the age of the house, like there could have been like previous seepage in there that could have like contributed to that, and that makes all the difference to seeing because there's like policy language that says slow leaking fluids are not covered in the property policies now.
No.
And if that is the case, like I could be SOL if that is the case, like if there were previous damage, if it was a slow leaking, issue from before.
Yeah. And so I had a call last night. Any of y'all who might be on the call last night, we talked about this for a bit. Again, it's another thing I want to drive home to everybody. Read your policies. Okay. Me and Darius don't know these file note stuff because we just see these claims a lot. We know because we know policy. All right. Policy is going to be your friend. We're getting paid to do 2 things. We're getting paid to make decisions in a timely fashion, and we're getting paid to be responsible for how we spend money. All right. That's why insurance independent adjusters get paid so much money. We're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in a week, a month, or in a month you might spend $1 million during cat season. It's easy to spend $1 million, $2 million, right? And so you get paid because you have a high responsibility, right? So keep that in mind, Angel. It's okay. It's okay if you just watch. It's just fine. Okay. What we're gonna do is, let me see, Paul or Angel. Do y'all want to get in here and do a role play with one of us right quick, or Darius or I, and this will be the last one we do for the night. Follow stuff be going by fast, don't it? We fit 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
This like, y'all, this how it is in real life. Like you get in there and you get in the queue and you'll do 2 hours real quick. Like not even, like you can tell it's 2 hours, but it ain't like it'll fly by on a busy day. You know, you'll just get in there and be like, especially if you get a lot of calls. If you get a lot of calls, 10 hours can feel like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, I forgot to mention this there, and I'm pretty sure it's probably in the roadmap. But like the templates, like they should. I mean, one thing that I carry on since from Allstate up until now, like I always have like templates that always help me out. Like whenever I get a call, like if it's inbound, outbound, whatever, like I have this template like on a note on the side where I already kind of have pretty much information. Like in any situation that I may come across, like I'll copy it into that. And then all I really have to do is manipulate the name, lost facts, and stuff like that, and just copy and paste. Like copy and paste could be your best friend.
I got to write that down because I have. Hold on, let me write that down.
Because there's like a few situations, there's situations in. I mean, every situation is different, but you're always gonna get like, you're gonna see the same lost facts over and over again. So like if you create like a note, like what I do, like, maybe there's like a fire loss, a water loss, auto loss, whatever's happened, any particular situation, just copy it at one time and you're like, oh, I forgot. I had this property loss here that was similar to a fire, just change the name, phone number, contact information, copy and paste it, and input the unique information. That makes less time.
So this is what I used to do when I was new. I didn't do a template. What I would do is I would do an example. And so what I would do is like, and I didn't have good file notes for like 3 years. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It took me a long time to get good file notes because I thought I had to make up everything every single time. And once I realized, I was like, I can just take a good person's file notes and just write like them. And so what I did, I didn't have templates, but I had something like a swipe file. So I would just grab a bunch of examples that I liked and I would blend them together. So let's say like Jessica over here, she's really good with like the pending and all those other things. And then like, Susan's over here and I like her formatting. I'll take them together and have one person's format and the other person's resolutions and stuff like that, and they're pending. And I'll write it out. And I got my own file note. It looks amazing. And so I would do that on every deployment I was on. I would just take whoever had the best file notes, they might know. And y'all, it's easy. It's easy to find out who has the best file notes because your manager gonna say it.
Right.
Oh, Angel has amazing file notes. Go steal Angel's file notes.
Exactly. I even go a step beyond, Steven. Like I remember any new team that I come on, I'll ask the manager, like, hey, so who's your best person? And I'm like, I want to sit with them. Like, I want to see their mechanics. What's going on? Why are you the best?
Wow. It was a guy years ago, and this is how I learned how to talk on the phone. So, I've been doing this a while now. I'm old school in this. So I never did remote. I didn't do remote to the end, to the last like couple of years, And it was a guy who used to be in sales for a call center. He was a call center manager, call center sales manager, and he was closing like 8 claims a day. And I was like, how are you doing this? Like, how are you so like, and these are all denials, by the way. This is auto denials, like get them out of the rental car. We ain't paying for your car type denials. And those people usually take me, it would take me a lot of time to get those claims done. And he was like, Story, come here, listen how I talk. And he was so like persuasive. Like he was selling them on the idea that they're denied, they're getting their claim denied. And it was so smooth. And I was like, shit, this is amazing. And when I started emulating him, so I would listen to him and I would just try to repeat what he said, I got faster and I was able to close at a higher rate. So it was him, but then it was another girl named Becky that sat next to me, a little short lady, skinny lady. And she was always monotone, never raised her voice ever. And so I had a mix of his sales techniques and her being monotone and just being in control all the time. You just start just not, you can be whoever you want to be in this business. You don't have to be you. You get on that phone, you can be a whole other person if you feel like it. And so those are two things, but that's that template like Darius was talking about. Take what works. You don't gotta be creative, y'all. You know, there's no need to be creative. Go sit with somebody. Hey, Darius, what claims you got? Because really, in the claim systems, you can always just look up an adjuster's name and you can look at all the file notes.
True. Because
You know?
ultimately, all this boils down to are metrics.
Yep.
So, like, even like now, I know like storms haven't been like prevalent as much this year, but I mean, just people will remember your reputation, remember your notes, if they know you're on the job and stuff like that. So, like, sure, I'm still on my deployment now, from November of last year, where people are still looking for deployments. I'm still on the same one. Just because I was able. One thing, like I'm a matrix driven person. I'm competitive in nature. Like I definitely want to know like who's at the top. Learn from them and bring them down to number 2 or somewhere less more than that. So I feel like with that, and also just being a mix, like you said, being a mix, showing compassion to the insured, because a lot of people are not. They don't have like a pleasant phone voice or give off empathy. So once you mix those two, once I feel like I fused those two together, that's what's kept me on this, this particular contract for a year. And before that, I was on a contract for like 9 months, and they brought me back onto this contract. Like the director called me personally. Hey, we got this. Like it was like Black Friday. He called me, and I've been on that same one since Black Friday of last year.
That's it. That's how it works, man. You're doing exactly right, and I think it's professionalism too. This is the effort-based business stuff that I talk about all the time. This is effort. That's all it is effort. This ain't no exactament. This ain't he got 10 different certifications. This is effort. If you pay attention and see what the pattern is, and understand that, hey, they pay the performers over here. All right? They're gonna pay the performers. If me and Darius are on your deployment, it would be smart for you to go hang out with me and Darius or those types of people, because the issue is we're gonna take your lunch money. When it's time to get cut, you getting cut. It ain't gonna be us getting cut, And so that's the nature of our business, y'all. We're always in competition. They're always showing everybody's metrics at all times. At all times. Somewhere on the emails, in the office, on the Microsoft Teams Skype call, they're gonna tell you who's doing what.
Yep. They send ours out once every morning.
You said what?
They send ours out once every morning.
Yeah. Like for us on several of my deployments, we knew at all times who was doing what. They used to print it out. Like, hey, this was closing 15, this was closing 14, 13, 12, 10. If you closing 5, 6, and 7, everybody's closing 15, you better be looking for another deployment. Because it ain't gonna last long, Y'all, I think that's all we got for tonight. Me and Darius kind of gave y'all some really good templates on this one. Y'all might want to run this back and see how we talked. And we're going to talk about how we handle claims as far as using our voice, using tonality, using our personality. Right? What's up, Play Perry? But these are all things that aid in our productivity, y'all. These are all things that aid in our metrics. You have to economize your time. You cannot let anybody keep you on the phone 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That's too long. Okay? If you want to have a shout match or a kumbaya or therapy session, no. It ain't happening. Get off the phone. We got something else to do. Okay? Y'all, great class tonight. You can always come back and follow along and type what me and Darius already said if you go back on the replay, all right? Y'all, thanks again. Darius, I appreciate you coming in here and showing these new adjusters what a big dog look like, y'all, Darius done bought a house because of Justin. He done bought a couple cars, like 2 or 3 cars, you know. And I'm just so proud of him. And the thing is, he did it, and y'all can do the same thing. All right, all y'all can do it. I know a lot of y'all personally. Y'all can get it done. You just put one foot in front of the other. All right, Darius, I'm gonna get you a call in a second, bro.
Okay, cool.
All right.